Hi, I'm Mark Toole with 8020service.com and marktoole.com, and today's video question of the day is from Quora. The question is, how can customer satisfaction be reviewed? Well, my answer here is not going to be one that conventional business type people, employees with a boss to impress, are going to like. My answer is it really can't. To review customer satisfaction in the sense that these people tend to talk about it requires you to accurately measure customer satisfaction. And customer satisfaction, by definition, cannot simply be measured. It's not like average customer height and you just measure how tall they are and do a math formula. How do you put a number on satisfaction? You really don't. There's no actual number that measures satisfaction. You don't wake up one morning and think, I'm about 7.6% satisfied with this glass of water I'm having, or whatever. There's no objective measurement for that. A lot of businesses, a lot of customer service departments, a lot of conventional business dorks are going to and have come up with various formulas, systems, surveys, approximations, ways that they try to measure this unmeasurable thing. But they're not measuring customer satisfaction, they're estimating it, they're approximating it, they're measuring responses to certain surveys and averaging those things together and pretending that that equals customer satisfaction. But customer satisfaction itself is an intangible, unmeasurable thing. And it will always be that way, and I'm not really telling you anything you don't already know if you think about this for even a second. So how can customer satisfaction be reviewed if you cannot actually measure it? If it's not a scientific quantity, how do we know if our customers are satisfied with us or not? You can send out different kinds of surveys. I've talked in other videos and written pieces both here on Quora and on my website, 8020service.com, about the limitations of surveys, how generally worthless a lot of those results tend to be. You can do that. You can get some information from it. I wouldn't rely on it too heavily for the reasons I've discussed in those other videos and answers. But how do you review customer satisfaction? You need to, first of all, accept that it is not a scientific quantity that can be easily or objectively or even at all measured. We've discussed this. You cannot put a number on customer satisfaction. You can put a number on customer satisfaction, but it's not a real number. It's not a real measurement of customer satisfaction. It's a result of a formula that you're pretending means customer satisfaction. I've talked about this before. The problem with metrics is that you come up with this elaborate formula that approximates customer satisfaction. In your mind and in your business, and therefore in the minds of your employees, you instill the idea that the result of this formula is customer satisfaction. We need customer satisfaction to go up. There's all these pieces that go into that formula, and the people whose jobs or pay raises or bonuses depend on pleasing the boss are going to figure out whatever they can do to get that customer satisfaction to go up, if that's what they're measured on, or graded on, or paid based on. But remember that may be good, depending how you're measuring customer satisfaction or approximating it. If it means being nicer to people, providing better service, sure. But people being people, they'll find the weakest link in that formula, the easiest thing for them to do to game that system, and that's why these formulas have to be thought out very, very carefully if you're going to use them at all. Because people will find the easiest thing and they'll just hammer on that to make their number go up, pretending that customer satisfaction is good when it actually may not be. What do I look at when I want to review customer satisfaction, assuming I don't have all these formulas and numbers and surveys and bullshit, and I don't, and that's on purpose? What do I do instead? Simple. I look at two things. I look at complaints, because your most satisfied customers are not just going to call you up or email you and say, hey, I really love this, you guys are great. And if you send them a survey, they'll probably ignore it because they have better things to do than fill out a survey saying, yeah, this thing that I buy is great. Surveys are going to hear from the angriest people and maybe a few of the happiest people. But if you want an approximation of customer satisfaction, look at how many complaints you're getting. If there's repeated complaints, if they're from different people, if it's a very small subset of your subscriber base, it's probably not a big deal. The other thing to look at is, especially if you have a subscription business, renewals, repeat payments, customers who come back again and again and again and again, pay you more and more and more money for your product. Don't complain. Don't ask a bunch of simple questions. Don't try to cancel. Don't demand refunds. Don't file disputes with their credit card companies. They simply buy, and they simply continue to buy and pay you every month. These may not be crazed, raving fans who post on social media every day how much they love you, nor should they be. But they can be assumed to be, and should be assumed to be, satisfied customers because they continue to remain customers without complaining, without bringing up problems, without threatening to cancel. That's really a good way to review customer satisfaction. If you have a lot of, especially in a subscription business, if you have a lot of people who don't renew, that's a sign of bad customer satisfaction. If you have a lot of complaints, especially from different people about the same thing, and it's a significant percentage of your customer base, that's a sign of bad customer satisfaction. If you don't have those things, if you have the opposite of those things, that's a sign of good customer satisfaction. Can I tell you how to put a number on that so you can put it on your spreadsheet and show it to your boss and say, give me a bonus, boss, it went from a 7.3 to a 7.7. I improved things so well this week. No, I don't have that. I'm not going to have that. There are plenty of people in the bullshit business who will sell you that if that's what you're looking for, but I'm talking about real results, real business, real customer satisfaction, and that comes from what I just described, not some nonsense formula designed to overcomplicate things. That's really all I have to say here. I'm going to wrap this up. But as always, if you like this video, like, thumbs up, follow, subscribe, all that, depending what platform you're on. I do these videos pretty frequently, so you can watch for those here on Quora or on YouTube. And then, like I said, I write regularly about business and customer service stuff on Quora and on the website 8020service.com, like the 80-20 principle, and then about general business, life, etc. More thoughts on different things on my other website, marktool.com. So check those out, get on whichever email list appeals to you, and I'll be back soon with another video.